never defeat.
There's always room for improvement. trouble.
Move together, we've got this!
Okay, when did I go?
We've got flyers!
I got this! Let him marksman handle
The enemy feels ours too.
All yours! Crush! Slash! Swallow blade! Stardust! Lunarado! Here I come! Escape! Lunarado! Stardust! Rena!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Well done!
You're mine! I'm not done! First strike!
Now!
Light burst forth.
Radiant finishing!
Yeah! First strike! Lunarado! Hurricane
Now! Demons descend!
Flashing bang! Not yet! Strike! Your physics will all mine!
Can't be slow! Don't mind if I do! Mana, I never miss! Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Your flames and my technique.
We're stronger together than we are apart. Careless.
Don't tell me.
Eternal devastation! No escape!
Now you see what I'm just
Take this start!
I'm free. They just
See ya! Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
No escape!
Will this help?
No escape!
charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
I never miss! One more time!
You picked the wrong fight!
To the wind!
Glacial spear.
Here's Eagle! Pretty pleasure!
Stardust!
Dance in the wind!
Lunarado!
as you crossed me. Shouldn't have
You're
done that.
mine!
Let me help.
Start up! You're mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Here I come!
I never miss.
Little escape! You're finished!
I can carve through all rollerblades.
Start up!
There you go!
Start up!
Don't lose what my heart.
Little escape!
Now I'm in the
You're mine! Eat dirt!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
More? This one's mine!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Raptor!
My turn! More?
Lunar correction! Natural energy!
Sword pizza! It's over!
Let me show you what my
Here I come! I'm on! This is looking good! Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alphen!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you!
You can't get out of this!
Here's evil!
Formal blade! You picked the wrong fight!
Armor won't save you!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Raptor!
I'm going to do it!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
I think I'm getting stronger.
you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Super swallow dart! Inferno punch! I'll stop its jaw!
Thanks, Kisara.
Now I'm in trouble! So much for sitting this fight out.
That wasn't a complaint, though.
No fighting, silly.
Astro arts?
That's my cue.
Shut him down.
Let me help.
Stardust!
Here's the not on my watch.
You're mine! Inferno punch!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Now you see what I can do!
I'm not done!
Help this.
I'll try harder! No, I can't!
Astral energy.
Say no more!
They really made us work for that one. The Zoogles here are putting up a real fight. That just goes to show how important this place is.
Or perhaps they simply thrived freely here. Under such harsh conditions.
I don't give a damn why they're here. We'll burn it all to the ground.
The astral energy. It's like trying to walk through water.
I know the Great Spirit's will is in the center of Rena, but with the world in this state, the entire planet has become its body, right? So doesn't that mean we're already inside it? I would say that is horrifyingly correct. After all, the further we climb, the denser the astral energy becomes.
What's the matter, Rinwell? Are you not feeling all right?
No, it's nothing like that. It just feels like the energy here is a little more intense than it was before.
You mean Rena's energy?
Yeah, it's like when I made contact with Dahna's will in the wedge. It's almost as though I can understand what Rena's will is thinking.
But Rena's will is supposed to be a lot stronger. Aren't we risking the Great Spirit controlling us if we interact with it directly?
I don't think we have to worry about that. Rena's will is only supposed to control true Renans, like the Helganquil. If we can discern what the Great Spirit is thinking too, we might learn something, a weakness. But just to be safe, let me contact it alone.
Are you insane? Rinwell, you're gonna...
Rinwell!
There was only meant to be one world. And your goal is to make them one. Is this fear? What just happened?
Are you all right? Rinwell, are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I think.
What were you thinking? You could have gotten yourself killed!
He's right. You had us all terrified, Rinwell.
I'm sorry. I really, really am. But I know now. I know how the Great Spirit thinks. I know what it wants. How it feels. Rena's Great Spirit wants to complete the world.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying it's trying to make something?
Yes, exactly. Originally, Dahna and Rena were meant to be one world. But that never happened. They've stayed separated, and the Great Spirit wants to finish the process.
What do you mean, one world? How is that even possible?
I don't know, but its will is clear. That's what the Great Spirit is trying to accomplish. The only problem is that since Rena's energy isn't evenly spread like Dahna's, it seems like it'll vanish before that happens naturally.
So it's trying to absorb Dahna while it still can, so that it can force the two planets to unite. Is that what you're saying?
The Great Spirit is scared. But it's not scared the way a rational person would be. It's more raw and undiluted, like just pure fear.
Like an animal, acting out of instinct. Although admittedly, an animal would be easier to communicate with. At the very least, I have my doubts that it recognizes us as sentient beings with a reason for coming here. Earth, water, fire, and wind energy exist in both worlds, but only darkness and light can be found within Rena and Dahna, respectively. The Renis Alma, as far as we know, the only host capable of harvesting the astral energy, is composed of all six. Knowing all that, Rinwell's findings do sound plausible.
That sounds a lot like Shionne's thorns, doesn't it? The whole reason the Great Spirit is trying to unite Dahna and Rena into one world is in order to save itself. And if her thorns are part of the Great Spirit, then they must also be trying to save themselves?
Alphen, what is it?
We thought the only way to free your thorns was for you to die. Yet despite that, they seem to be doing everything in their power to stop that from happening to you. Something wasn't adding up. But then I just realized something. If the Great Spirit doesn't want to die, then neither would your thorns. Those same emotions, that fear, that determination, and its energy must have been the same thing that was keeping you alive. You were its vessel.
In that case, is that why her thorns caused so much pain to anyone who touched her? Because they were trying to protect themselves?
If that's all true, then... well, it's more than a little ironic.
The Great Spirit merely expresses its desires. I imagine it was the Helganquil who were likely tasked with putting together and implementing an actual plan.
Shionne.
I'm okay. We need to hurry and clean this mess up before it gets out of hand.
Still, even if the current state of the world is wrong, like you said, does that really make everything okay?
If the world had been whole from the start, as it should have been, there'd be no Dahna and no Rena, no masters or slaves, no lords, no crown contest, maybe just peace.
Think. All this started because of the Great Spirit's desire to keep living. The only reason it craves energy is because it's dying from starvation. When you think about it like that, maybe the things it's done aren't so strange after all.
If Rena had been more like Dahna, things would have worked out a whole lot better.
It's like Hevrect 35 told us. The Dahnan and Renan spirits are meant to be completely different beings.
Rena's energy amassing in one place led to its developing a powerful will. But that also made it crave energy, sapping Rena dry until it perished.
Whereas Dahna's energy is dispersed, meaning its will never developed to the same extent. And without that hunger, Dahna the planet was spared.
As for which is correct, well, I'm not sure it's our place to even say. Still, I can't help but think it reminds me a lot of the dichotomy of the human condition.
Dichotomy? What do you mean?
Those who know not satisfaction are driven to keep devouring without limit. But those who are content with their lot in life rarely fulfill their potential. I imagine it's likely that the larger Rena's Great Spirit grew, the more and more powerful its hunger also became.
Everything in moderation. When all said and done, Maybe that's the hardest thing for people to learn.